Hey guys, it's Lori. It's Friday, and it's time to mix up my hCG. I told you guys I was going to take you through every step of the process, and this is the first step of the process. So I'm going to show you everything that I have. I have everything set up here, ready to go, and I'm going to flip the camera around in just a minute and show you guys. I have some alcohol here to use for I have a sterile vial that my hCG is going to get mixed in, and I'll just kind of clean off the top with some alcohol here. And I have syringes because we do injections, and this is going to tell you what everything is. This is bacteriostatic water, and that's going to preserve it. And the syringes, oh, and this one here is a big mixing syringe. And this is big. This isn't what you use to inject yourself with. Trust me on that, or I would not be doing it. I'll get that opened up and ready to go. This is just used to mix, and that's it. So anyway, there's that. Yeah, I think I pretty much showed you. I just have a container sitting here to put the syringes in after I fill them, because I do fill my syringes. Some people just leave it in the vial and fill your syringe each day right before you inject, but I fill them all up at once and I store them in my freezer. So, and then I just get out like a few at a time. John and I are both doing it, so I'll probably get out enough for 3 or 4 days for each of us and leave the rest in the freezer. So, and I've forgotten to get them out of the freezer before, but you can just get it out in the morning, leave it sit out for a few minutes, and it thaws pretty quick. So I probably leave it sit out for about half an hour or so, and it thaws. So, I got 3 of these 5,000 IU vials of hCG. It is freeze dried, so that is why you use the bacteriostatic water to mix it. And this is how it comes. This vial right here is what the hCG is in. And I'm going to flip my camera around and I'll show you guys a better view of that. Okay, here we go. Let me go ahead and get some of these opened real quick. If I remember right, I think this vial, this is a 5,000 IU vial, and once I mix it, I think I should be able to get, with the dosages we use, I think I should be able to get around 36 injections. So here's 30. Then that's all I have left of those. So this is a different brand, but it's the same thing. The 30 gauge needles is what I use, 5/16 inch. And yeah, I'll probably end up using a few of these too. So I'll have those ready to grab. Gonna open this up. And this is what I want. This I don't need, so I'm just gonna toss it. But can you see this? Can you see it in there? It's freeze dried, so yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but you just pop this thing off, and there's that. I'm just gonna kind of wipe everything off with some alcohol. I have a Band-Aid on. I had a hangnail that was bothering me, so my nails look awful. I apologize for that right now. Just kind of wipe everything down. And since this is 5,000 IUs, you want 5 mLs, 5 milliliters of this, or whatever they are, mLs. And you want that to be in here, but this is too small to hold 5 milliliters, so that's why we have a mixing vial. I'm just gonna put 2 in there for now. So I'm gonna be putting 2 milliliters of liquid in this bottle. So what I need to do is suck out some air from the bottle. So let's just do that right now. I don't know if you saw it move or not, but I did. Woo. Just gonna suck out about 2 milliliters worth of air. And then I want to put 2 milliliters worth of air in this bottle and flip it upside down and let it fill up. I can't see my 2. Okay. Go. Now let's see if I can get that in there without screwing it up. I don't want to do it real fast because I don't want it to get a bunch of bubbles in there, so. Okay. It usually poofs out like that a little bit, but I don't know why. It's fine though. And then you don't want to shake it up because you don't want to make a bunch of bubbles. So just kind of roll it around. Just kind of roll it around. Roll it around like this. Just don't shake it. You don't want to get bubbles. Okay, that looks good. Now, I'm going to be putting it in this bottle, so I want to suck out some air. From that bottle. Whoops. Then that is stiff. All right. I'm going to get all the liquid out of here. I hope you guys can see this. I haven't been paying attention that close to make sure I'm in the frame. But I want all the liquid out. I'm making a few bubbles and I want to try and avoid that. All right, let me just, I hold on to this plunger so that it doesn't like squirt out. Okay. Now it's going to go in here. Let's get the rest. There's still some in there. If you can see that. Get every drop of it out. Pull this needle down. See, every drop. Like I said, I don't know if you're in the frame, and I apologize because I can't see. All right, it's all out. Okay. Now I only used 2 milliliters of this bacteriostatic water, and I need a total of 5. So we're gonna take out 3 more. There's 3. And put them right in here with this. Just doing it kind of slowly so that I don't get a bunch of bubbles. And it's mixed. That's all there is to it. That's empty. Throw it in the trash. And I'll be back in just a minute after I take these orange caps off of the ends here. I have to take all the orange caps off so I can fill them. So I don't like messing around doing that one at a time. I like to get it all done at once. The glasses are on and I'm ready to do it. Ready to fill these up. John's dosage is a little different than mine. His fills up to the 15 mark, which is 150 cc's or whatever you want to call it. ml, cc, whatever you want to call it. And mine is 125. So I definitely have to have my glasses for that because I have to be able to see those tiny little lines on there. So anyway, I just pull it back to about where I want it. Don't have to be exact. Push some air in, tip it upside down, and it starts to fill up by itself. But I help it along. And I keep an eye to make sure there's not like a big air pocket in there. And just put the cap back on. Okay, I'll be back. I'm gonna go watch some Netflix for a minute and I'll be back. Okay, so I have 16 of them filled up to 150, and I'm gonna put those in a sandwich bag so I can keep them separate from the 125s. So like I said, John's dosage is 150 and mine's 125. It's just what works best for us, so there's those. And I'll put them in the container like this, and then mine just will be just in the container. And I'm gonna do these up to 125. And I've been watching Supernatural on Netflix. Anybody else a Sam and Dean fan? A fan of Supernatural? I'm on season 8. I started watching it like a long time ago, and I just kind of picked back up on it recently. Keep on filling, and I think I'm gonna, oops, I forgot to put the air in. Huh. I think I'm gonna sit here and watch a little more of this, see what's going on. Something about werewolves on this episode. I'm on season 8, episode 4. It's called Bitten. Probably don't care at all, do you? Maybe, if you're a fan. So if you watch Supernatural, what do you think of Uncle Bobby? I mean, I'm not going to give anything away. I'm in season 8, so, you know, that's all I'm going to say. But I love him. He is so funny. He calls them idiots. You idiots. Yeah. I think he's funny. But anyway, all right, I'm going to go watch a little bit more of this episode, and I'll be back when I get these filled up. And by the way, I got permanent marker on my hands earlier, so just so you guys know, my hands are clean. I was just thinking about that. You know, it looks like my hands are dirty because it's got permanent marker stained on them, but I am doing this with clean hands, just so you know. So yeah, I just wanted to like point that out because I feel like it looks pretty bad to be doing something like this with what appears to be dirty hands. They're clean, I promise. Okay, the mixing is all done. Ready to start injecting in the morning, and we'll do weigh-in in the morning, so you'll be able to see that. I don't know if I want to see that, but I'm gonna see it. For the most part, I don't want to see my fat percent every day because that doesn't, I don't know, I like to wait to see my fat percent for a while, so I'm probably going to wear like socks or slippers on my scale so that way it won't register my fat percent. So anyway, in the morning I might go ahead and do a fat percent though, and you'll get to see all that. John's doing it too. I don't know if I'm going to share his stats every day, but I'll probably at least kind of update you once in a while on how he's doing. And yeah, so tomorrow's phase 1, and you inject in the morning, and then you do 2 days of fat loading. I also actually have a video on explaining it a little bit more in detail, and I will put a link actually in the description to that video if you're interested in learning a little bit more about it. You can. So here are the 125 mLs, and these are the 150s, and I'm just going to put them all right in here. Put this lid on, and I'm going to store this in the freezer and just take them out a few at a time. I'm actually going to go ahead though and take out a couple. I'll probably take out like 4 of them for me and 4 of them for John to start out with, because we're going to need some that aren't frozen just to get us started. And like I said, take them out a little bit at a time. And then when these are gone, after a couple weeks, I'll mix up another fresh batch so that way it stays fresh. Even though it's in the freezer, I don't know, I just like to mix up the fresh batch. So anyway, I did get 3 vials, so I have 2 more left that I can mix up. And I'm not really sure how long our round's going to be. A minimum of 21 days. John oftentimes stops at the 21 days. I might go a little bit longer. I'm not sure, but we'll talk about that as we go along. I'm thinking about a 30-day round. That's what I usually do. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.